The Adam and Eve Story is a book that was written by John Thomas, which proposes a theory about Earth's catastrophic past and future. According to the book, Earth has gone through numerous cycles of cataclysmic events, including pole shifts and crustal displacement, which have wiped out highly advanced civilizations and caused mass extinctions. It is believed that the CIA suppressed the book because it contained sensitive information about Earth's geological processes and potential future disasters, which could be used by foreign powers to their advantage. Others claim that the CIA was involved in the publication of the book as part of a disinformation campaign to mislead the public about the true nature of Earth's history and future. It is possible that advanced civilizations with more knowledge than our own existed on Earth in the distant past. Archaeological and geological evidence does suggest that there have been many complex and sophisticated societies throughout human history, including the ancient Egyptians, Maya, Greeks, and others. This is as far as the mainstream is willing to go. John Thomas's book The Adam and Eve Story goes so much further, covering Easter Island, Tiwanaku, Baalbek, and the lost city of Atlantis. The book brings attention to the Piri Reis map. The Piri Reis map is a world map that was created in 1513 by Ottoman Turkish cartographer Piri Reis. The Piri Reis map includes a depiction of the world as known at the time, including the coastlines of South America, Africa, and Europe. The map also includes the location of a mysterious landmass, possibly Atlantis, that was said to have existed in the Atlantic Ocean. It is believed by John Thomas that this is where the most advanced known technology existed. However, if you are to ask a mainstream scholar, they will agree there is no consensus among them that Atlantis was a real place, and no credible evidence has been found to support its existence. Over the past 100 years, the North Magnetic Pole has been moving towards the geographic North Pole at a rate of about 10 to 50 kilometers per year. The South Magnetic Pole has also been moving, but at a slower rate of about 10 to 15 kilometers per year. The movement of the magnetic poles has implications for navigation and satellite technology, which rely on accurate information about the Earth's magnetic field. We can deal with most of these issues by sending out updates and patches to our satellites. Scientists continue to study and monitor the Earth's magnetic field in order to better understand its behavior and to make more accurate predictions about its future evolution. This movement of the Earth's poles has been given the scientific name of secular variation. In the event of such a disaster, it is possible that we could lose some technological progress and have to start over in certain areas. However, it is important to note that much of our knowledge and technology is stored in digital and other formats that are easily replicable and distributable, and that there are redundancies and backup systems in place to ensure continuity of critical infrastructure and services. Do you think it's possible a natural disaster could wipe out all of our digital formats and backups? Let us know in the comment section. While a natural disaster could potentially set back our technological progress, I'd like to think it is unlikely that it would completely wipe out our knowledge and capabilities or prevent us from rebuilding and moving forward. But then again, the magnitude of the natural disaster would surely affect the outcome greatly. John Thomas's book The Adam and Eve Story suggests that the Earth has undergone several cycles of catastrophic flooding, with the most recent flood occurring approximately 12,000 years ago. He argues that these floods were caused by massive melting of the polar ice caps, which led to a sudden and catastrophic rise in sea levels. Even the mainstream media can agree that there are many documented instances of global floods in Earth's geological history. The most well-known example is perhaps the biblical account of the Great Flood, but there are many other examples that have been documented through scientific investigation. Other examples of global floods include the Zanclean Flood, which occurred around 5.33 million years ago and resulted in the flooding of the Mediterranean basin, and the Pliocene-Eocene Thermal Maximum Flood, which occurred around 56 million years ago and was caused by rapid global warming and melting of polar ice. Overall, global floods have been a significant and recurring feature of Earth's geological history, and they continue to be a potential threat to human populations today, particularly in areas that are vulnerable to extreme weather events or rising sea levels. Recently, the U.S. Biden-Harris administration issued a warning was that the U.S. is to expect more extreme weather than ever before in recent history. In 2022 alone, the United States faced 20 extreme weather and climate-related disaster events with losses exceeding $1 billion each, a cumulative price tag of more than $145 billion. The Easter Island statues range in height from about 10 to 33 feet, with the average height being around 13 feet. The heaviest known statue weighs about 82 tons. There are several theories about how the Easter Island statues, also known as Moai, came to be buried up to their necks. Some mainstream researchers believe that a tsunami may have caused the statues to become buried in sediment and debris. Others believe this was done by not-so-distant global flooding. The single cataclysm theory is a central concept in John Thomas's book The Adam and Eve Story, The History of Cataclysms. According to Thomas, the Earth has experienced a series of catastrophic pole shifts, which have resulted in global cataclysms that destroyed advanced civilizations and caused the extinction of many species. Thomas believes that these pole shifts are caused by a buildup of ice at the Earth's poles, which eventually becomes unstable and causes the Earth's crust to shift, resulting in massive earthquakes, tsunamis, and other natural disasters. He argues that these cataclysms occur periodically, with a cycle of approximately 6,000 years between each event. The single cataclysm theory refers to Thomas's belief that all ancient myths and legends, regardless of culture or location, are actually based on a single historical cataclysm that occurred in the distant past. Thomas argues that this cataclysm resulted in the destruction of advanced civilizations, and that the survivors of this event went on to create the various myths and legends that we see in cultures around the world today. While Thomas's ideas are certainly controversial and have been criticized by many scientists, he presents them in a detailed and well-researched manner, drawing on a wide range of scientific and historical sources to support his arguments. All of this can be found in his book The Adam and Eve Story, The History of Cataclysms, which I will link to in this video. It's a great detailed hands-on experience that really gets you thinking. The Adam and Eve Story, The History of Cataclysms detailed diagrams show exactly what John Thomas believes will be responsible for the next global cataclysm. In 1966, John Thomas's book The Adam and Eve Story, The History of Cataclysm was classified. The same year the book was classified, John Thomas was working on the McDonnell Douglas Project, a research effort launched by the McDonnell Douglas Corporation, which is now part of Boeing. This project investigated alternative propulsion technologies, anti-gravity for aircraft. John Thomas also worked on missile defense systems previously. Clearly an intelligent man. Some of John Thomas's scientific claims can't seem to hold up to modern-day scientific discoveries and conclusions. Yet a lot of what he has to say in his book lines up with the facts. This is what makes this such an interesting topic of discussion and debate. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, and be sure to pick up your own copy of John Thomas's book through the link in the end of this video.